Well, let's have another cup of coffee. Let's have another cup of tea. I think that's how the song goes. Anyway, good morning to each and every one of you, and enjoy your morning view. Okay, I was asked a question, and oh, there's a little mouse running across there. I was like, oh, cute, look at him go. Okay, anyway, I get distracted very easily, okay? Anyway, I was asked, how did I start on this journey? Well, number one, when I first started living this lifestyle, I hated it. I hated it. And I'll tell you why. It wasn't my choice. I did not choose the lifestyle. I guess in a sense that you could say I did because I chose the man, but I did not choose the lifestyle. My youngest son's father, when I met him, I mean, he was a wild child, kind of like me, really. He was wild like me. He loved life. He loved doing crazy things, and so did I. And he also didn't like working. He did not like working. So our journey began. I had two of my children. And yes, call me a bad mama, whatever you want to call me. I don't care, because that was then and this is now. But anyhow, we started living on at different lake sites at the time, which didn't cost us anything. We were in Texas at the time, and we were living in a tent. Me, the kids, my son's father. This is before my son was born. We traveled around different places, but we stayed in Texas, but just different locations. And I hated it. I didn't want this for my children. I didn't want a constant tent life for my children. I mean, it wasn't that it was that bad. And he did. He worked day work, okay? He brought home the food every day. Yeah. But I hated it. I hated it. And I swore once I got out of it, I was never going back. So then I became pregnant with my youngest son. And I said enough was enough was enough. We're not doing this anymore. Either you go out and get a regular job, or you go out and stay away. Don't come back. Well, he stayed around. And we lived in a house. But something in me kept saying, wow, this really, I don't like this. I don't like this lifestyle. I don't like living stuck in one place all the time and not being able to do things. Oops, excuse me. I still can't find my tripod. I don't know where it's at. So, anyway, this was a couple of years. We lived in a house, stuck, not doing anything, not enjoying my life. The kids, they did, they enjoyed their lives out there because they were able to run free. They had that freedom that you have when you're out here in nature that you don't have when you're in a town. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to go there. You're not allowed this. So, yeah, they missed it too. But of course, there was school they had to go to and all. So, for several years, I stayed home. You know, we lived a normal mom and pop type life. Not really normal. It was never normal with my son's father. Nothing was ever normal. But it was adventurous, I have to say that. We had an adventurous life. Um, Situations as they were changed, and situations I will not go into. And then I started thinking, why am I living like this when I really don't like it? And summertime, kids were out of school, so why not? So that's what we did. Summertime, I'd sell everything or get rid of everything or leave everything behind, and off we'd go. Always new furniture when we get back, because not new, but because I never really, as far as selling my stuff, I never did. I didn't care. You can have it. I don't want it no more. It doesn't do me no good, so maybe it'll do you. So anyway, that's the way I started this lifestyle. Because even though I hated it at the beginning, I loved the freedom. I loved the ability to go where I wanted to go and see what I wanted to see and have no restrictions, not have to come back to the same thing all the time, but always see something different. Always, I don't know, there's just something about nature that calls me. I can't even really express what it is because I don't know. I'm not happy in four walls. I am not happy, and I will never be happy. I was miserable from November till a month ago or so, when I finally left all that. I was miserable. I hated that lifestyle. I hated being stuck in one place and having people around me constantly. That's not me. I like the openness. I like the freedom. I like the breathing of fresh air and the smell of the pines and just the look. Look. What a background. Look at that. That's my background. That is my backdrop. So, to answer your question, I did not start this lifestyle enjoying it. I hated it. I swore I would never do it again. But here I am, 30 some odd years later, still doing it and loving it. So guys, till later. Love you all. Take care.